Good afternoon, viewers. Rob Atfield, reporting for Port Carling Boats. We're in the shop of Mike Windsor in Gravenhurst this beautiful October 10th, 2013. And we're looking here at, believe it or not, a Riva. And when I spoke to Mike about Rivas, saying they thought they were pretty rare in Muskoka, apparently they're not that rare. As a matter of fact, there are more Rivas apparently in this area than anywhere else in Canada. Mike has just completed a 17-coat finish on this Ariston, 1967, about a 22-footer, powered by basically a big GM engine. And this is an Italian finish called a Stepani finish, two-part finish, and apparently it's a bit toxic to work with. It's not Mike's favorite finish, but it certainly produces a beautiful result. I was surprised to learn that these boats are not mahogany planked. It's cold molded, laminated veneers that produce a Riva boat. Oh, okay. Obviously, it's a pretty durable finish because so many of these beauties exist today. Yeah. Viewers, we're still in Mike's workshop here. We're looking at a beautiful, beamy, wide Shepherd, a 24-footer. I'm not sure what year this is, but it looks 50-ish to me, 50s, and it's also in for some new varnishing. This boat is powered by twin Chrysler engines. Mike thinks they're about 135 horsepower each. You can see how carefully Wally, who's working on this boat, has covered everything to avoid varnish strips and so on. Pretty massive hull, loads of freeboard as usual for a Shepherd, and this will be another wonderful saved specimen when it hits the water again, I'm sure next year. Over and out. Viewers, we're in the shop of Paul Brackley, also in the north end of Gravenhurst, this beautiful October the 10th, and we're focusing in here on a Ditchburn, an antique Ditchburn. We don't know the year exactly, although I'm sure Paul does, but we are estimating it's a 20s based on the displacement hull. This boat's come in for transom work. There's a leak at the stern end. Not an uncommon problem with a wooden boat. Lovely lines. The raised cowling. Mother-in-law seat at the front, of course. In terms of length, difficult to say exactly without a measuring tape, but perhaps 24, 25 feet. Jeremy tells me they don't have to replace the entire transom. They're going to pull some boards and do some other adjustments and tightening and recalking. She should be good to go. Gorgeous piece of wood. Here's a last minute view, viewers, of the interior of this lovely old Ditchburn. Complete with wooden wheel and a steering mounted throttle. The dome lights behind the driver's seat are certainly an interesting innovation. Viewers, we're still on our tour of Muskoka here, and I've dropped in unannounced, and TIm Butson at TIm Butson's boat shop in Bracebridge, Ontario. Tim has been kind enough, although I came by unappointment, Tim's been kind enough to show me around a little bit and vicariously to show you some of the beautiful boats that he's working on. What we're looking at is a Butson boat, and I'm going to ask Tim if he would mention a few things about this beauty. Gentleman's racer, obviously, with what looks like a mother-in-law seat in the back, in the front rather.
Yes, it's a 22-foot gentleman racer designed by my dad. All traditionally built with mahogany and double plank bottoms. The front cockpit is hatched, but that's a seating area as well. The driver from the back, of course. Right. All the hardware is patterned and made by us as well.
Wow.
So, and traditional leather upholstery.
Wow. So this really is a modern classic.
Yeah, yeah, we built 5 of these, I think.
And viewers,
18 of our boats have our own boats.
wow. Viewers, Tim was mentioning that the hull construction is still traditional.
Yes.
And Tim, I think you were saying a double planked hull with canvas between the layers?
Traditional. Chris crafted it that way, and Shepherd and us.
What do you expect the durability on a hull like that to be?
It should last forever.
Okay, if it's well cared for and not...
Yeah, everything's painted as it's assembled and stuff, so there's no rubs.
Okay,
Generally, if it's maintained well,
it should
it'll
last.
last as long as, Chris crafts, we've had 50, 60-year-old Chris crafts, which are still okay.
Yes, okay,
And then some that aren't.
right. I've heard it said, and I can't remember where I read it or heard it, but some people say you shouldn't keep a wooden boat in the water all summer. Is that an old wives' tale?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so it doesn't do them any harm to
No.
remain in the water.
A lot of them are kept on hoists now, but at least they're in the boathouse and they're close to water, so it keeps them swelled up and tight.
Okay,
Horse are great for keeping them clean, because they're not sitting in the water.
Yes,
so
sure.
It's a good and bad.
sure.
But
Well, it's one spectacular boat. Thank you very much. The boat next to the beauty that we've just admired, viewers, is a 19-foot gentleman's racer, also by Butson. Tim was telling me this is the model they started with, and then moved up to the bigger 22-footer. This one, Tim, is in for a refinishing?
yeah, varnish job.
Varnish job. What kind of varnish do you use?
Mostly petted.
Okay. You prefer that to Epiphanis?
Yes.
Yes.
It's just a personal thing. I'm
Sure.
used to this kind of product, and it does what I want to do. So
Right.
this one's 18 years old.
Wow, still in excellent condition.
First varnish job. Yeah.
Wow, wow, after 18 years.
So it's been well cared for.
Yes, and no issues with the hull or anything.
No.
Wow, after 18 years, viewers. Obviously, it's a pretty durable construction technique. Viewers, those of you that watched our spring tour video might remember this beautiful cruiser, although you might not because it was upside down in the last video we shot. Tim tells me that they put a new bottom on the boat, and the owner's inside doing some electrical work. We won't ask him to come out, he's too busy.
Actually, Dad's 2 oldest brothers were still with Drew when they were building these.
Wow.
So it's sort of a Butson boat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, if you missed that, viewers, Tim reminds me that his dad was working with Grew, or
His 2 brothers.
his 2 brothers were working at Grew at the time this boat was built.
Yeah.
So the Butson family has certainly been in the business for a long time. And as you can see, they do beautiful work. This hull is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's got quite a bow on it.
Oh, yeah.
Big Georgia Bay boat, that's where they use it.
Yes. A lot of flare on the bow. Helps keep the wave action down. Very nice. We're looking here at a Fay and Bowen, viewers. Tim tells me this is about 1900s, early 1900s, we presume. Butson's has put a brand new hull on this boat, so it should be pretty well leak-proof. Obviously, it's not the original engine, but Butson's does engine work as well. So this boat's been back for a little mechanical work. This reminds me a little bit of some of the ski skiffs by Lyman, by which you can steer from 2 alternate positions, either right here at the bow, or there's a side wheel as well. Very spacious, roomy boat, and Tim tells me these boats ride really well in the water. Quite amazing, over 100 years old, and lots of life in her yet. This little skiff-type vessel, viewers, is a C.J. Brown from the 20s. Apparently, C.J. was challenged to build a boat with straight boards and told he couldn't do it. Well, he went ahead and did it. So these would have been bent, Tim, just manually without steam bending?
Oh, yeah, it's full bent and straight boards.
For goodness sake. And Tim tells me that they cheated and put a little outboard engine in this engine box here.
Yeah, didn't want to roll it.
Yeah, they didn't want to row it. So there you have it, viewers, from beautiful big Butsons to rowing outboard engine skiffs. Over and out. What we're looking at here, viewers, is an epoxy bottom ski boat. Tim's not totally opposed to the use of epoxy. It depends on the application. He's using a mass system here, and plywood bottom. And epoxy may be used, Tim, to seal the side planks to the frame?
Yeah, glue them together sort of to get a structural thing.
Okay.
That'll be fairly quick.
Beautiful smooth surface on the bottom here, viewers.